Hi there, my name is Melanie Sefcik, and I am so glad that you clicked on that link to learn more about this benefit that is being provided to you by Universal Unilink. We're going to be discussing this. This is just an information session, so you get a better understanding of what this benefit is, and also to give you a little bit more information. At the end, I will have my name and my contact information. And any other questions you have, please give me a call and we'll talk about that more at the end. This uh, presentation should not take too long, and I hope to linger a little bit on each slide. So, should you decide to click a picture to keep the information, you should have enough time to do that. Like I said, my name is Melanie Sefcik, and a little bit of information about me. I worked for multiple years in the human resource field, ending as a human resource consultant before I left the corporate America scene to raise my family. And as I come back in, and during that time, I became a wellness just enthusiast. I don't necessarily have any training other than a lot of reading and that sort of thing. But as a human resource consultant, I did set up a number of benefit programs. And so I've taken that skill, combined it with my information on wellness and my uh, just love for the human body and the amazing system that it is. I would love to create a employee wellness program for your company if it is something that would benefit you. And we'll talk about that more as we go along. So um, here we go. Health is not an expense. We all think of health as, oh, I have to spend this on my health or whatnot. It is an investment and it delivers high returns. And by health, I'm not talking about going to the doctors. I'm talking about taking care of your health right now, today, in your home. The importance of evaluating employee health, your employees' health, there's several things for you. You obviously will have employees that are health that they're more energetic, they're more focused, they're sick less often, they have lower healthcare costs, and because you have a system and because you've provided them information and opportunity, they thank you. It boosts their morale. It says that you care about them. So, and I could go on and on. There are so many benefits to having some sort of program or some sort of information given to your employees. Just to give you some idea of where we stand as a nation right now, the American diet, as we know it, the high use of processed foods, ultra processed foods. We have 74% of our adults right now are overweight or obese. 50% of children are overweight or obese. 50% of are pre diabetic or have type 2 diabetes, that's adults. And 30% of teens are pre diabetic today. Now, compare that to 1950. 1% of Americans, and that was not children, that was adults, had type 2 diabetes. So we are headed in the wrong direction as a nation. And a lot of my information comes from so many sources, but right now, if you go on YouTube, you can search for any of these three people and get a ton of just super valuable information. Casey Means, MD, Mark Hyman, MD, and Jill Furman, MD. While these are all doctors, they are all lean, and actually Casey Means was a surgeon. They all lean in the functional medicine at this point because in our country in medical school they get zero, and I mean zero, nutrition courses, and all these doctors have seen that that is a problem and they are addressing it in their they've created businesses to address that, to help people move in a more holistic way instead of just using a prescription pad or a scalpel. So this benefit that what I'm putting together for you, how this will work, it once you let me know that you're interested, and you can just call me and talk to me if you have more questions. or just reach out and say, "Can you send me your survey?" And I'll send you a survey that just asks some information to get an idea of where you're at. Everybody's going to be in a different place. Some people may have some programs already set up, and they want to add what I talk about in this session to that, or they have done nothing, or they just want to see if it's feasible for them. And we can work on all levels and all budgets. So once you complete your survey, I will look through it and we'll get on a call. I'll give some consultation there. And if this is something that you choose to do, I will maintain a relationship with either you or someone you designate. And I will provide you with communications and provide them with help to get your program running. So that is what this benefit provides. What this benefit does not provide is one of the company that I link most heavily with, Isagenix, which we'll be talking about in this presentation. We don't provide the products. It doesn't mean you necessarily have to either, and we'll talk about that. But obviously, this isn't something where you're getting free product. This is an avenue to get, and I'll get into that, some of the top products out there today for health and wellness. Why did I partner with Isagenix? Well, Isagenix was huge. I have a daughter with health, which is part of the reason why I stepped away right away from work, is that I had a daughter born that had some significant health issues. And with that, I've had to do a lot of just learning for her and for myself. And even as we all know, we each have our own system, but in that, there's a lot of things that are very common. And it's not just that you need exercise first. There's a lot of dietary supplement and differing ages that come into play when and how you take care of your own body or take care of your child's body. But there's a lot of things that are very much the same, i.e., not going to McDonald's 6 days a week, or frankly, even one. I just told my kids, we're just going to pretend like all the fast food restaurants burn down because that's pretty much what we need to do. Here we go. I love Isagenix because they have a significant amount of integrity. They are about doing things the right way. They are about always improving upon themselves. And their food has helped me and it's helped my family uh, get health and maintain health. And I also say that they have a lot of disclaimers. You can read some of them here, but also they do not treat or heal any disease. What they do is they give the body what it needs to treat and heal itself. Okay. So here we go. We're going to get into the more about Isagenix. Isagenix was established in 2002. It operates in 26 markets globally. Not all the products are in each market, but in the United States, we have everything. It has over 8 billion, and I think that number actually went up to 9 billion in total sales since 2002. And they're always on the forefront of launching new product and product that is the most useful for the body. And we'll talk about that more as we go along. They're internationally trusted and respected. And most important to me is that they helped me get healthy. They helped they gave my body what it needed to help migraines go away, to help my daughter get the nutrition she needed, and to help my family. Their vision: everyone deserves to experience a healthy, joyful, and abundant life, not riddled with chronic illness, not riddled with pain, not riddled with headaches, not riddled with a lot of things. This is my favorite slide, and the reason why is I get to talk a little bit about what it does. If you go to the very last one, and we'll kind of work our way up a little bit, rigorous quality testing. Okay, when someone grows vegetables or fruit that are organic, that's pretty much what we think of as the top of the line. Isogenics goes even beyond that, and that's just not using pesticides in the growing process. Isagenix, when they get the ingredients. And by the way, these ingredients are grown all over the world because most countries do not have what our country has in terms of allowing a lot of pesticides. So they go and they find the best source products in wherever it needs, and the uh, factories to create the products are in the United States. So they test for heavy metals, pesticides, everything. They test when they get the ingredients and they test when the product is done to make sure that they are free of these things. All of, and then we'll go here, all of Isagenix products are gluten free and they have no artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. They are for the sweetness. They use very little natural type sugar, so like a honey type of flavoring or molasses, depending on the product. The whey products come from grass-fed, pasture-raised cows who were never treated with routine antibiotics, and they're actually what you would consider happy cows. And if you would reach out to me, I can give you some videos on some information that on that on how they do that. But all of their livestock that they grab the whey from is in New Zealand, and there's a really specific reason for that. Besides it, that they roam free and they don't treat them with antibiotics. They also, because of that, it's so clean. Most whey products do a heat, or they're able to do a grab the whey from a cool process. And like I said, I'm not a scientific person, but I can lead you to the science. And they obviously do a responsible sourcing and nutritionists. We have a lot of nutritionists that are part of Isagenix, who support Isagenix, who use Isagenix in their own businesses. So, and not just uh, nutritionists, but massage therapists, chiropractors, functional medicine doctors, the whole bit, because it's so good. Isagenix provides solutions for all of these things, but I'm going to go through targeted nutrition. So that's like supplementation, weight management, and that's just not losing weight. Although, as you can see, we all have a diet. There's weight problems with obesity, and then we also have a high type 2 diabetes issue. It also helps people put on lean muscle mass. So as we age and we lose that lean muscle mass, using Isagenix will help put that back on us, which will help us as we get into our golden years. It helps with skin and hair. They have a skin and hair care line, joint care, longevity, great brain health, nootropics, uh, NAD, which NAD to go and get an NAD infusion in the longevity category, you're talking $1,000 for an infusion. So our supplements cost nothing near that. Energy and metabolism support, stress management. So many products have adaptogens. If you haven't heard of adaptogens, our body tries to stay in homeostasis. So the adaptogens help bring it back, help manage our stress, and bring it back to a even keel. Also, intermittent fasting. I'm trying to think. There's like 12. So I'm sorry, not 12. 12 and 12. Yeah, there's 12 and 12, but there's uh, different types of uh, short-term fasting, but then there's also 2 day, 1 day and 2 day fasting. We have a antioxidant drink that helps nutritionally support that to make it so much easier. Prior to Isagenix, I used to try to do 1 day and 2 day fast, and it was so difficult, but I would do it. And when I started using their Cleanse for Life, which is their intermittent fasting protocol, it was so much easier. So, unlike most companies, products and systems are their products and their systems are third party peer reviewed. So, if you go to, and I love this website and I encourage everyone to go check it out, www.isagenixhealth.net, and you click on the research studies. So it's the second tab over on the top. you will see all of the studies that they have done. Whenever they get a new product, they do a study. And the big thing about their study that I love is that the doctor that, one of the doctors that does some of their studies, and I believe he's at the University of Pittsburgh now, Dr. Paul Asiero, huge fan of Isagenix. He's not paid by Isagenix. The college is paid. Uh, they, of course, there's always money involved, but what they do is they sign off on they want it known that no matter what the results are, they want the studies published. So a lot of times you'll have people, it's like, I want you to do a study, and they'll pay a college to do a study, to do the research for them. But they review the results, and if they don't like the results, they don't publish the study. And Isagenix says, no, that is not right. If there's something wrong with their study, obviously, I mean, something wrong with their products, obviously we need to go back and fix that. But they sign off automatically that their products have go to the journals regardless of what the outcome is. So that is, I love that feature of what they do, and you get to read. Going to this, you can read. It'll take you to each of the journals. You can read the summaries if you're like me and you just want an overall glimpse. But if you want to get into the weeds, as I say, it will take you right to the top nutritional journals. Here is a picture of, and I think this is a bit outdated, but I could not find a more updated of the actual what the canisters look like, but the ingredients still the same. They have a 30-day system that's synergistic. It works together, and there's different levels. And but you can also buy these and buy what you want individually. So you do not have to buy a system. But I'm showing it to you just so that you can see they have so much. They have a uh, this is one of my favorite products here, but we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll go on here. This is the shakes. This is, I would say, the core of what I did to regain my health. And that is, I started with 2 shakes a day and protein snacks. And I will be honest with you, as it went along, a lot of people are injecting themselves with certain prescriptions to keep their hunger at bay. When I was doing 2 shakes a day, I wouldn't even want anything else after a while. Now, initially I did. Initially, it was like 1 shake, 2 shakes, snacks, the whole bit, and then you have a healthy dinner, and that was great. Then as time went on, I found myself less and less hungry and less desiring sugar. So, and I find them uh good, very good tasting. I do add to mine, a lot of times I'll add organic fruit just to spice it up a little bit. I've actually put shots of espresso in some of them as well, and that's lovely. So you could probably read this. I'm not going to read it to you, but you'll have these at your disposal to go through if you want more information, and I can give you more if you reach out to me. There is a study in those studies that I told you about on isagenix.health.net where they compared the isogenic system that I showed you, and that's why I showed you that one first, to the American Heart Healthy Diet, the one that the American Heart Association puts out. And what they found is there was, for those that needed to lose weight, they had 2 times uh, as much weight loss. They had 78% more fat loss. And this is the exciting thing, is they had 2 times uh, the amount of muscle mass retention, which when you're in your 50s, 60s, and beyond, that's huge. Also, a lot of uh, people just raved, and I can give you guys more information as you need it, but there's just been a lot of positives beyond just these 3 things. A lot of people say, well, is it really expensive? I find the shakes and a lot of the food to be what you would pay going to a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods. Going out to lunch or getting a Starbucks coffee loaded with sugar can cost you these days between $8 and $10. A shake right now is averages about $4. So that tells you, and that's a full meal. You don't need anything else. To give you an idea of the protein, and there's all different kinds of proteins, and they're always adding in new and updating based on their research. So the pro, which is the high, a lot of bodybuilders, and they have even one beyond that, amped, which is this one here that has things in it that just help build your muscle even more so. But the pro shake, which my son uses, is 36 grams for a shake. I use the uh, regular or the plant based, and those are 24 grams of protein. Results. Well, these results obviously show from a weight loss, but like I said, if from a health standpoint, as we know, when we do lose weight, we do get healthier. So there's nothing wrong with losing weight. It's great, but also I would tell you within a few weeks, I lost headaches. My headaches started to go away. The all of the products take you from an acidic state to an alkaline state, and that within 3 days. So that helps to create a system where you lose your inflammation, you reduce inflammation in your body, and that is what carries the weight loss well and quickly for you. So here's some of those results, some more. I'm just going to flip through these. This is me. So I had, in losing some of my health, I had put on some weight. And also, I had, as I said, headaches and just overall exhaustion. And this is just 6 months later. I had lost 25 pounds. I was energetic. I wasn't in bed. I stopped having migraines. And again, it did not heal me. What healed me was the fact that it gave my body what it needed, and my body did the work. So I did say earlier that Isagenix uses a lot of adaptogens. Adaptogens were all so stressful because we live in a very stressful society, probably getting more stressful rather than less. So adaptogens help protect us from those damaging effects of stress. It helps our performance, it helps our memory, and it helps us focus. These are some of the natural adaptogens that they use. And if I don't know, some people may have heard of them, some people may not have, but I put it in here so that for those that did. This is literally my favorite product. I take it in the morning, I take some at night. It's an adaptogen, it's rich with B12, and it has given me so much more. It's helped my body gain so much more energy for the day. This I take at night. It's kind of mellows out a little bit, but you don't feel it. It just helps you handle and get ready for bed. This helps you focus in your early part of your day and helps you combat stress because it has those adaptogens also in it. One of my favorites, healthy drink, especially if you're trying to get off of soda. This is great because it's carbonated. And I'll leave this on here for a second while I grab a sip of water. This product came out in 2021 and it was considered one of the biggest market disruptor. Now everyone has collagen. There's collagen everywhere. But the difference here is that a lot of collagen comes from bovine, but what they found is that the collagen of fish actually compares more to our collagen than the cow, the bovine. So that's what they use, and they put it in these dark bottles and they seal it right away so that it does not oxidize. And here are some collagen results here after using it for a time. I actually tried it just to see what it tasted like. It's not fishy. and I still use it to this day, not so much because I'm trying to look younger, I'm not against that, but after trying a 10 bottle box, I found I was much less creaky getting up and down our stairs, so there you go. They also have a joint support too. There's some more results, 30-day collagen. So here you go. Now, as I said, what I would do is happy to answer any questions you have. The best way to get in touch with me to say, I'm interested in learning more, or I would like a survey because I'm interested in seeing what you can give me in terms of a program, text me your name, tell me that you're a Universal Unilink member. This is my number, and I will and tell you can let me know what a good time to reach you is. I'll probably text you back and then I'll try to give you a call and we'll meet uh, that way and we'll go from there. So, like I said, that's the best. I can give you my email. It's probably on the contact information with Universal Unilink, but I honestly prefer texting because it's much more immediate and I'm able to make sure that nothing gets lost, nothing gets put in the wrong folder, that sort of thing. I am Johnny on the spot with my text. So that is the perfect way. And if you want to go ahead and take a picture of this and save it so that even if you can't this month, maybe next month. So would love to help you, would love to serve all of the members of Universal Unilink in this way. It is so important to care about our health, to care about our employees' health, to take a proactive role in that. So thank you so much for your time. Excuse me. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.